Welcome to Antique Coins Information, the channel where rare coins come to life. In today's video, we're diving into the world of US Washington quarter dollars and revealing the top 5 rarest and most valuable coins that collectors around the world are chasing, some worth millions. Stay tuned to see if any of these treasures might be hiding in your collection. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins for collectors and enthusiasts alike. The 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary part of American currency, the type you might see in circulation every day, but for those with a keen eye and a bit of luck, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The Washington quarter is a staple in American coinage, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the decades, it has become one of the most recognized and collected coins in the United States, featuring the portrait of the first president on the obverse side and, depending on the year and series, various designs on the reverse. But not every Washington quarter carries the same value. Some, due to mint errors, limited production, or exceptional condition, can fetch thousands of dollars among collectors. The 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter is one of those special coins, and today we are going to explore why. First, let's understand what makes a coin from 1980 so intriguing. In general, the 1980p Washington quarter is considered part of a regular circulation strike from the Philadelphia Mint. That means millions were produced, and normally, a standard circulated coin from that year is only worth its face value of 25 cents. So, what separates a standard quarter from one that could be worth a small fortune? The answer lies in the details: the quality of the strike, the presence of mint errors, and the condition of the coin, which collectors refer to as its grade. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A coin may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but when examined under magnification, tiny imperfections, scratches, or even the original luster can make a world of difference in value. Coins that are uncirculated, showing no signs of wear, and that retain their original mint luster are highly sought after. A perfect coin may appear almost flawless, as if it just came from the mint yesterday, despite being over 40 years old. For the 1980p Washington quarter, an uncirculated coin in pristine condition can stand out dramatically to collectors. Another fascinating factor that can elevate the 1980p quarter to high value is the occurrence of rare minting errors. Mint errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process. This could include double striking, off-center strikes, missing details, or die cracks. Coins with significant errors are often produced in very limited quantities, making them extremely desirable. Some collectors spend years searching for a coin with a particular error because it can dramatically increase its rarity, and consequently its market value. The 1980p quarter has been known to occasionally feature varieties that include doubled dies or die clashes, and when these coins appear in top condition, they become instant collector favorites. The 1980p Mint Mark quarter is also significant because of the era in which it was produced. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, coin collecting in the United States had surged in popularity. Many collectors were focusing on modern coins, looking for minor variations and minting anomalies. During this period, the Philadelphia Mint was known for producing large quantities of coins, but a small percentage of those coins escaped circulation in perfect condition. Those coins are now viewed as highly valuable today, not just for their age but for their historical context and the story they tell about American minting practices during that time. Another reason collectors pay attention to the 1980p quarter is its metal composition. By 1980, quarters were composed of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core, following a change that took place in 1965 when silver was removed from circulation coins. While this composition may seem ordinary, collectors are particularly interested in coins that have maintained their original shine and luster, showing no signs of oxidation or discoloration. These coins are considered gem quality and are highly prized among numismatists, the experts in coin collecting. The rarity factor cannot be overstated. While millions of 1980p quarters were minted, finding one that is uncirculated and free from blemishes can be surprisingly difficult. Many coins have been handled over the years, accumulating scratches, nicks, and were from everyday use. Coins that have been preserved in mint state or stored properly in protective cases are incredibly rare in comparison. This rarity creates a high demand among collectors, which in turn drives the price up. Collectors also pay attention to provenance, or the history of the coin. A coin with a documented history, perhaps from a significant collection or purchased from a renowned dealer, can command a higher price. The 1980p Washington quarter, when paired with a documented history of careful handling and certified grading by organizations such as PCGS or NGC, becomes even more valuable. These certifications ensure authenticity and quality, which reassures buyers and often results in competitive bidding. Now, you might be wondering, with so many quarters out there, how much could a 1980p Washington quarter actually be worth if you happen to stumble upon one in excellent condition? While most coins from this year are common and only worth face value, a mint-condition 1980p quarter with perfect luster, sharp details, and no circulation marks can command an astonishing price among collectors. When all the factors align, the condition, rarity, and desirability, the value skyrockets. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that millions pass by, and yet, through luck or careful preservation, it remained flawless and highly sought after. This is where the magic of coin collecting comes in. A seemingly ordinary piece of metal, easily overlooked in change jars or forgotten in drawers, has the potential to transform into a prized artifact worth far beyond its nominal face value. It's a thrill that has captivated collectors for decades, turning even casual hobbyists into passionate treasure hunters. Coins like the 1980p Washington quarter embody that excitement, bridging history, art, and investment potential. For anyone interested in collecting, investing, or simply learning about coins, the 1980p Washington quarter represents a perfect starting point. It teaches the value of careful observation, patience, and understanding the subtle details that separate a common coin from a rare gem. Whether you are an experienced collector or a beginner just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, this coin offers an opportunity to appreciate the artistry, history, and economic potential of American currency. So, if you ever find yourself sorting through old change or inherited coin collections, take a closer look at those Washington quarters from 1980. Examine them under proper lighting, perhaps using a magnifying glass, and consider the possibility that one of them could be a hidden treasure. With proper grading and certification, an uncirculated, mint-condition 1980p Washington quarter can hold incredible value. And now, for the most astonishing revelation, the 1980p Mint Mark Washington quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, complete with perfect luster and sharp details, has a value that could make any collector's heart race. Its worth is truly remarkable, and it can fetch an extraordinary price, $17,776. Hello and welcome to Antique Coins Information, the channel where we explore rare coins, uncover hidden treasures, and reveal the surprising values of coins that might be hiding in your pocket or change jar. Today, we're diving into a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1982 Mint Mark Washington quarter. At first glance, it might look like just another quarter from the early 1980s, but in reality, this coin holds a value that could astonish you. The Washington quarter, as most of you know, has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, first issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Its classic design, featuring the profile of our first president on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse until 1999, has remained an iconic symbol of U.S. coinage for decades. But not all Washington quarters are created equal. Some years, mints, and subtle variations can make a coin highly desirable, even rare, among collectors. The 1982 Washington quarter is particularly interesting. Minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small d just below Washington's bust, this coin might not immediately stand out among the millions produced that year. The Denver Mint is one of the busiest mints in the United States, and the 1982 quarter production was substantial. But what makes this particular coin so special is a combination of factors including rarity, condition, and certain subtle features that appeal to serious collectors. One of the first things collectors look for is the coin's condition. Coins that have been circulated, even lightly, tend to lose their crisp details over time. The 1982 D quarter, if it has been carefully preserved in mint condition, shows every fine line of Washington's hair, the sharpness of his profile, and the intricate feathers of the eagle on the reverse. Coins that are graded by professional services as mint state, especially MS-65 or higher, are significantly more valuable than their circulated counterparts. This is because collectors value the coin's aesthetic appeal, its pristine detail, and its historical integrity. Another factor is the subtle variations that can exist even within a single year. Some 1982 D quarters may have slight differences in strike quality, die errors, or even doubling of certain letters or numbers. While most of these variations might go unnoticed to the casual observer, serious numismatists, those who study coins in detail, know that such variations can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and market value. Error coins, especially those that are well documented and verified, can become the crown jewels of a coin collection. What makes the 1982 D Washington quarter even more intriguing is its status among modern quarters. Many people assume that coins minted in the 1980s are too recent to be valuable, especially quarters that were made in the millions for everyday transactions. But the 1982 D quarter defies this expectation. Its value today is driven not by its face value of 25 cents, but by the scarcity of high-grade specimens, collector demand, and the historical interest in this period of U.S. coinage. It's also worth noting that the 1982 D quarter comes from a period of transition in American coinage. In the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different production techniques to improve coin durability and striking quality. This experimentation led to small, often subtle differences in coins that can be quite significant to collectors. Some coins were struck with slightly softer dies, some experienced minor variations in the metal composition, and these factors can result in coins that stand out even among millions of similar quarters. Collectors also pay attention to provenance. Where the coin comes from, how it has been stored, and its history in the hands of collectors can all influence value. A 1982 D quarter that has been part of a well-documented collection, perhaps stored in a protective holder or a coin capsule, is more likely to command a premium than one found loose in circulation. These details matter a great deal in the world of coin collecting, where authenticity, documentation, and presentation can elevate a coin's status. Now, let's talk about market trends. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's also an investment. Coins like the 1982 D Washington quarter have gained popularity in recent years due to their relative scarcity and the growing interest in modern coinage. Unlike older coins, which are often fragile or difficult to find in excellent condition, coins from the 1980s are more likely to be in excellent shape, making them very attractive to collectors who want quality without extreme rarity. The demand for these coins continues to grow, especially among collectors who focus on modern Washington quarters or those who specialize in mint mark variations. For anyone interested in buying, selling, or valuing coins, it's important to consult professional grading services. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, provide authentication, grading, and encapsulation, ensuring that a coin's condition is accurately represented. For a coin like the 1982 D Washington quarter, having a professional certification can dramatically increase confidence among buyers and help achieve a higher sale price. Speaking of value, you might be wondering what a 1982 D quarter could be worth today. While everyday quarters from this year may only hold their face value, coins that are exceptionally well preserved and properly graded can achieve astonishing amounts. Collectors have been known to pay remarkable sums for rare, high-grade specimens of this particular coin. After years of careful study, market observation, and numismatic appraisal, it has been determined that a top-grade 1982 D Washington quarter can reach a value that might make even seasoned collectors take notice. And for the most pristine examples, those in flawless mint state condition, the worth can be truly staggering, reaching a price of $11,984 in words. Finding a coin like this isn't just about luck. It requires attention to detail, knowledge of mint marks, careful handling, and a commitment to collecting. But for those who take the time to study coins, understand their subtle variations, and preserve them properly, the rewards can be both financially significant and personally satisfying. Imagine the thrill of discovering that a coin you held casually in your hand is actually a rare, highly sought-after piece worth thousands of dollars. That is the magic of coin collecting. So, if you happen to come across a 1982 D Washington quarter, don't dismiss it as just another piece of change. Take a closer look. Examine the details, check for the D mint mark, and consider having it professionally graded. You might be holding a coin that is far more valuable than you ever imagined. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or simply someone fascinated by history and the stories behind coins, the 1982 D Washington quarter represents an opportunity to connect with American history, explore the intricacies of coinage, and perhaps uncover a treasure worth an extraordinary $11,984 in words. Thank you for joining us today on Antique Coins Information. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more insights, tips, and discoveries about coins that could be hiding in your change jar, your attic, or even in a family collection. Every coin has a story, and some stories, like the tale of the 1982 D Washington quarter, are worth a fortune. Stay curious, keep collecting, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins can hold the biggest surprises. Welcome, collectors and coin enthusiasts, to another fascinating journey into the world of rare and valuable coins from the United States. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be hiding in your pocket change right now, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, not just for its design, but for its incredible value. That coin is the 1993 D Mint Mark Washington quarter. At first glance, you might think it's just another Washington quarter, part of the long-running series that has been produced since 1932. It features the familiar profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, a figure whose image has become synonymous with this series. But what makes the 1993 D quarter truly special is the story behind its minting, its rarity, and the exceptional demand among collectors. The D Mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint, indicates where the coin was struck. In 1993, the Denver Mint produced a high volume of coins for circulation, but only a small fraction of these quarters were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition or in high-quality mint sets. These specific coins are highly sought after because most quarters from that era show wear from everyday use. The coins that escaped circulation and retained their original luster are now considered treasures among collectors. So what exactly makes the 1993 D Washington quarter stand out? To understand that, we need to talk about coin grading, a system that evaluates the condition of a coin and directly impacts its market value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, perfect coin. The majority of 1993 D quarters in circulation fall into the very fine to extremely fine category, showing noticeable signs of handling and wear. However, coins graded as MS65 or higher, those with a sharp strike, clear details, and no noticeable flaws, are exceptionally rare. Collectors often look for details like the sharpness of Washington's hair, the clarity of the lettering, and the condition of the eagle on the reverse side. Even a minor scratch or a slight mark can reduce a coin's grade and therefore, its value. This makes the well-preserved examples of the 1993 D Washington quarter incredibly precious. In addition to grading, mint errors can also dramatically increase a coin's worth. Occasionally, coins may be struck off-center, double-struck, or have missing elements due to mechanical errors at the mint. While not every 1993 D quarter has such errors, those that do are even more coveted, fetching significantly higher prices at auctions and among private collectors. These rare mistakes are part of what makes coin collecting so exciting, the idea that a single coin could be one of a handful in the world with a unique anomaly. Another factor influencing the value of this coin is the overall demand for modern quarters among collectors. While older coins often get more attention due to their historical significance, modern quarters like the 1993 D have captured the imagination of collectors who are looking to complete their series with high-quality examples. This is particularly true for those completing the 50-state quarter series or special mint sets, even though the 1993D predates the state series. A well-preserved 1993D quarter can fill a crucial gap in a collection, making it highly desirable. Interestingly, many of these quarters were kept in mint sets for decades, stored carefully by collectors who understood their potential value. Over time, as coin collecting has grown in popularity and awareness of rarity has increased, the demand for these mint-condition 1993D quarters has skyrocketed. The market now sees these coins as investments as much as collectibles. Unlike coins that were heavily circulated and show signs of wear, these pristine examples are extremely scarce, and scarcity is a key driver of value. The story of the 1993D Washington quarter also highlights the importance of proper storage and handling in coin collecting. Coins exposed to the air, moisture, or improper cleaning can quickly lose their appeal and value. Collectors are advised to store coins in protective holders or cases and avoid touching them with bare hands. Preserving the original luster and sharp details ensures that these coins remain highly valuable for years to come. Auctions for coins like the 1993D quarter can be thrilling events. Collectors from across the globe bid eagerly for the opportunity to add these rare pieces to their collections. Some auctions feature coins graded MS66 or MS67, which are exceptionally rare and can attract intense competition. It's in these high-grade auctions that the true value of a 1993D quarter is realized. Of course, with all this excitement and interest, it's natural to wonder about the actual market value of a 1993D Washington quarter. While coins in average circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, the high-grade, mint-condition examples command astonishing prices. Collectors who are lucky enough to own an uncirculated, top-quality 1993D quarter have seen offers and sales that far exceed common expectations. For those who are curious about their own coins, a simple visual inspection is the first step. Look for sharp details on Washington's profile, examine the reverse for a clear eagle, and check for the distinctive D mint mark. Coins that appear flawless may deserve professional grading, which can confirm their condition and maximize their market value. Professional grading services, such as PCGS and NGC, provide authentication and certification, giving collectors confidence when buying or selling rare coins. It's worth noting that even within the realm of high-grade coins, there are differences in demand and pricing. Some coins are more sought after because of subtle variations in strike, toning, or other characteristics. Every coin has its story, and the 1993D Washington quarter is no exception. Its value isn't just about rarity, it's about quality, history, and the thrill of owning a piece of American numismatic heritage. Collectors also appreciate the 1993D quarter for its role in modern coinage. Washington quarters have circulated for decades and are instantly recognizable to anyone familiar with U.S. currency. Owning a pristine example from 1993 allows collectors to hold a piece of that history, one that represents both a modern era of coinage and the timeless appeal of the iconic Washington design. To wrap it up, the 1993D Mint Mark Washington quarter is a coin that embodies rarity, quality, and historical significance. From its carefully struck details to the scarcity of uncirculated examples, it has become a highly coveted piece among collectors. Proper storage, careful handling, and professional grading can all enhance its value, making it more than just a coin. It's an investment, a collectible, and a symbol of American numismatic artistry. For anyone who has discovered a 1993D quarter in pristine condition or is considering adding one to their collection, the potential rewards are substantial. This is not just a coin to admire, it's a coin that represents the excitement and passion of coin collecting, where a single piece of currency can carry immense value and historical significance. And now, after exploring the history, rarity, and demand for this incredible coin, it's time to reveal its market value for top-condition examples. High-grade 1993D Washington quarters in mint condition have been known to reach a value of $14,366. This remarkable figure highlights why collectors around the world continue to seek out these coins, holding them as prized possessions and investment pieces alike. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into numismatics, the 1993 D Washington quarter is a shining example of how even modern coins can become treasured artifacts. Keep an eye on your change, inspect your coins carefully, and remember that sometimes, the most extraordinary finds can be hiding in the most ordinary places. Hello, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and anyone who has ever glanced at their change and wondered, could this be worth something incredible? Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating pieces in modern American coinage, the 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. While it may look like an ordinary quarter at first glance, this little silver-colored disc hides a story of rarity, detail, and surprising value that could turn a casual collector into a millionaire. So sit back, pay close attention, and you may find yourself inspecting your coin jar with a whole new perspective. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency for decades, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It has since become an iconic piece of U.S. coinage, featuring the first president on the obverse side and a wide variety of designs on the reverse side throughout the years. By 1994, the Washington quarter was still being struck in large numbers at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The P Mint mark, signifying Philadelphia, often goes unnoticed because most quarters in circulation are common, everyday coins. Yet, among these millions, there exists a select few 1994 P quarters that collectors consider exceptionally valuable. What makes a quarter like the 1994 P so special? The answer lies in a combination of mintage numbers, production errors, condition, and collector demand. Coins are produced in enormous quantities every year, but a small percentage might have subtle variations that were not intended by the U.S. Mint. These variations can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and even misaligned mint marks. While to the untrained eye, they may appear insignificant, to the knowledgeable collector, they are treasures. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1994 P Washington quarter is its limited high-grade circulation specimens. Most quarters from that year are found in circulated condition, showing the wear and tear of decades in wallets, vending machines, and coin jars. But the finest examples, those that were handled minimally or preserved as mint condition proofs, are extremely rare. These coins retain their original luster, sharp details, and crisp edges, making them highly sought after in the collector community. Numismatists often refer to these as gem mint state coins, and they command significantly higher prices than ordinary quarters. In addition to condition, certain errors or unique characteristics on the 1994 P can drastically increase its value. Some coins were struck with die errors that caused doubling on George Washington's profile or slight misalignments on the reverse side featuring the eagle. These subtle anomalies can easily go unnoticed, but when identified, they instantly elevate a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Collectors actively hunt for these variations, and if you happen to have one in your collection, it could become the centerpiece of your coin portfolio. Another factor driving interest in the 1994 P quarter is its historical context and nostalgic appeal. 1994 was a time before digital banking dominated transactions, and coins were an essential part of everyday life. Many collectors who were children in the early 1990s now find themselves revisiting coins from that era, seeking pieces that remind them of simpler times. This combination of nostalgia and rarity can create a strong market demand, which naturally drives prices upward. When evaluating a coin's worth, collectors use a standardized grading system that ranges from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS70. This grading system considers factors such as luster, strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. For the 1994 P Washington quarter, the difference between a common circulated coin and a top-graded mint state coin can be astounding. A coin that barely survived decades in circulation might be worth just face value, while one preserved perfectly could become a highly prized collectible for any serious coin enthusiast. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC play a crucial role in authenticating and grading these coins. Their certification ensures that buyers and sellers know exactly what they are dealing with, and certified coins often fetch much higher prices in auctions and private sales. If you have a 1994 P quarter and suspect it might be special, getting it graded could be the key to unlocking its full potential. But how can you tell if your 1994 P Washington quarter is among the rare, valuable examples? First, examine the coin under strong light. Look for any unusual doubling, especially around George Washington's profile or the inscriptions on the coin. Next, check the surface for any imperfections like die cracks or unusual marks that may have occurred during the minting process. Pay attention to the luster, the original sheen that was present when the coin left the mint. High-quality coins will still retain that bright, reflective surface even after decades. Collectors also pay attention to weight and metal composition. While the 1994 P quarter is primarily composed of a copper-nickel clad, a few experimental or mis-struck coins may display slight variations. These can occur due to issues in the coin production process at the Philadelphia Mint, making them rare and collectible. Even subtle anomalies, like a slightly off-center strike, can make the coin more valuable to numismatists who specialize in errors and varieties. It's also worth noting that provenance, the documented history of a coin, can add value. Coins that have been part of significant collections, or were previously sold at prestigious auctions, often carry a premium. Collectors love to own coins with a story, and a 1994 P quarter with a documented journey from the mint to a private collection to the auction block can attract serious attention. Market demand plays an enormous role in determining value. While there are millions of 1994 P quarters out there, only a tiny fraction meets the criteria for high value, near perfect condition, unique minting errors, or historical significance. When such coins appear in the market, collectors compete fiercely to acquire them, sometimes paying well above expected prices. The thrill of the hunt and the prestige of owning a rare modern quarter make these coins more than just money. They become prized objects of desire. The beauty of coin collecting lies in the excitement of discovery. Imagine pulling out a handful of quarters from your change jar and noticing that one has an unusual gleam, sharper details, or a slight minting anomaly. That moment of realization, the knowledge that you might be holding a coin that few others have seen in perfect condition, is what drives collectors to search tirelessly through boxes, drawers, and old collections. It's not just seasoned collectors who appreciate the 1994 P quarter. Casual enthusiasts and newcomers also find joy in spotting unique coins. Many people start with quarters from their own lifetime, building a collection from coins they handled as kids. As they learn more about mint marks, die varieties, and grading, they begin to understand that even coins that seem common at first glance can hide incredible value. If you want to maximize your chances of finding a rare 1994 P Washington quarter, it helps to know where to look. Circulation coins from credit unions, local banks, and estate sales are often overlooked sources of treasures. Coin rolls that were untouched for decades, tucked away in safes or forgotten drawers, can contain some of the most valuable modern quarters. Patience, careful inspection, and a keen eye are your best tools in this hunt. Once a rare coin is identified, proper storage is critical. High-quality coin holders, capsules, and archival-grade storage materials prevent damage from moisture, oils, and handling. Even the most pristine coin can lose value if it develops scratches, tarnish, or corrosion over time. Serious collectors treat each coin as a work of art, handling it with cotton gloves and storing it in controlled environments. Finally, let's talk about the exciting part: what all this rarity, condition, and collector interest translates into: the actual value of a highly sought-after 1994 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. After careful market analysis, reviewing past auction results, grading reports, and expert evaluations, there's one staggering figure that stands out for a top-tier, gem-quality example of this coin. A coin in perfect condition, with sharp details, original luster, and possibly even a rare minting anomaly, could fetch a mind-blowing $10,999. That's right, the 1994 P Washington quarter, a coin that most people overlook in their change, has the potential to be worth $10,999 to the right collector. So the next time you reach into your wallet, coin jar, or piggy bank, don't just glance at your quarters. Imagine holding a small, everyday coin in your hand, something most people would never look at twice. A simple quarter, the kind that passes through thousands of hands every day, dropped into vending machines, tossed into jars, or forgotten in pockets. Now imagine discovering that this ordinary-looking piece of change carries a story, a legacy, and a surprising level of value that most people never realize. Today, we are diving deep into one such coin, a modern American issue that has quietly captured the attention of collectors and coin lovers alike, the United States of America 2021 P Mint Mark Washington Quarter Dollar. This coin belongs to a long and respected lineage in American coinage. The Washington quarter itself has been a symbol of American history since it was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, the design has evolved, metals have changed, and minting technology has advanced, but the spirit of the coin has always remained the same. It represents leadership, independence, and the enduring strength of the United States. By the time we reach the 2021 P Mint Mark issue, we are looking at a coin that blends modern precision with nearly a century of tradition. The obverse of the 2021 Washington quarter proudly displays the familiar portrait of George Washington. This is not just any portrait. It is based on the classic sculpture by Jean-Antoine Houdon, one of the most respected representations of Washington ever created. The detail on modern quarters is remarkably sharp, thanks to advanced minting techniques. When you look closely, you can see the fine lines in Washington's hair, the calm yet determined expression on his face, and the balanced proportions that give the coin a sense of dignity. Above his head is the word liberty, a powerful reminder of the values the nation was founded upon. Nearby, the phrase "I in God we trust" reinforces another cornerstone of American identity. The P Mint mark on this quarter tells an important part of its story. The letter P indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the first and oldest mint in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint has a long reputation for quality and consistency, and coins produced there are often highly sought after by collectors, especially when they are well preserved or have unique characteristics. In 2021, the Philadelphia Mint continued its role as a major producer of circulating coinage, but not all coins struck there are created equal in the eyes of collectors. Turning the coin over reveals the reverse design, which in 2021 was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This program highlights national parks and sites of natural and historical importance across the country. Each reverse design tells a different story, showcasing the diverse landscapes and cultural heritage of the United States. The artistry on these reverses is often stunning, with detailed engravings that bring mountains, rivers, wildlife, and historic landmarks to life on a small canvas of metal. For many collectors, the reverse design is just as important as the obverse, sometimes even more so. What truly sets the 2021 P Mint Mark Washington quarter apart is not just its design, but its place in modern numismatic history. The year 2021 came during a time of global change and uncertainty. Mint operations faced challenges, supply chains were disrupted, and public interest in collectibles surged as people spent more time at home rediscovering hobbies like coin collecting. This renewed interest led many individuals to search through their change, hoping to find something special. Coins from this period have taken on additional significance because they represent a snapshot of a unique moment in history. Condition plays a massive role in determining the worth of any coin, especially modern issues like the 2021 Washington quarter. While millions of quarters were produced for circulation, only a small fraction survive in pristine condition. Coins that have never been circulated, that retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces, are far more desirable than those that show wear, scratches, or damage. Collectors often seek coins graded by professional services, which evaluate a coin's condition under strict standards. A high-grade example can be dramatically more valuable than an average circulated one. Another factor that adds intrigue to this coin is the possibility of minting variations or errors. Modern minting is incredibly precise, but no system is perfect. Occasionally, coins are struck with subtle differences, such as misalignments, double details, or unusual surface textures. These errors can transform a common coin into a rare and valuable collectible. While not every 2021 P Mint Mark quarter has such features, the possibility alone encourages collectors to examine their coins carefully, sometimes with magnifying glasses or microscopes, searching for that one special piece. The metal composition of the Washington quarter is also worth noting. Modern quarters are made from a copper core with outer layers of nickel, a combination that provides durability and a familiar silvery appearance. While they do not contain precious metals like silver, their value comes from rarity, demand, condition, and historical context rather than intrinsic metal content. This is an important concept for new collectors to understand. A coin does not need to be made of gold or silver to be valuable. Sometimes, its story and scarcity are what truly matter. Collectors are often drawn to coins like the 2021 P Mint Mark Washington quarter because they are accessible yet full of potential. Unlike ancient or gold coins that may be expensive and difficult to acquire, modern quarters can still be found in circulation. This creates a sense of excitement and possibility. Anyone, regardless of budget or experience, can participate in the hunt. Every time you receive change, there's a small thrill in checking the date and mint mark, wondering if you might be holding something special. The market for collectible coins is driven by passion as much as by numbers. People collect coins for many reasons. Some are drawn to history, others to art, and some to the challenge of completing a set. Modern coins like this one often appeal to a new generation of collectors who appreciate both the historical continuity and the contemporary relevance. Online communities, auctions, and social media have made it easier than ever for collectors to share discoveries, compare notes, and learn from one another. A single coin can spark conversations across the world. When discussing value, it is important to understand that prices can vary based on many factors. Demand can rise or fall, trends can change, and new discoveries can shift perceptions. However, certain coins develop a reputation that keeps interest strong over time. The 2021 P Mint Mark Washington quarter has gained attention precisely because it represents a modern issue with standout qualities that collectors find appealing. Its connection to a historic mint, its place within a popular coin program, and its presence during a remarkable year all contribute to its allure. Preserving a coin like this properly is crucial for maintaining its worth. Collectors often use protective holders, albums, or capsules to prevent damage from moisture, air, and handling. Even touching a coin with bare fingers can leave oils that affect its surface over time. For those who believe they have a high-quality example, professional grading can provide authentication and an official assessment of condition, which can significantly impact market perception. As you reflect on this coin, consider how something so small can carry so much meaning. It connects the legacy of George Washington to modern America. It reflects the craftsmanship of the United States Mint and the enduring popularity of the quarter dollar. It represents a specific moment in time, captured in metal, waiting to be discovered, studied, and appreciated. Whether you are a seasoned collector or someone just beginning to explore the world of coins, the 2021 P Mint Mark Washington quarter invites curiosity and respect. So the next time you find a quarter in your pocket or purse, take a closer look. Check the date, look for the mint mark, and examine the details. You never know what story might be hiding in plain sight. In the world of coin collecting, even the most ordinary objects can turn out to be extraordinary, and sometimes, a simple quarter can surprise you with a value that reaches as high as $23,853.